Hi friends, welcome back to my session. And before of this session, we had discussed about the DynamoDB. That is a kind of NoSQL database engine. So, what's the purpose of NoSQL database and where we are going to use the DynamoDB? Everything we had discussed in the last session. And in the current session, we are going to discuss about the Elastic Beanstalk. So what do you mean by Elastic Beanstalk and where we are going to use this Elastic Beanstalk? Everything we are going to discuss in this session. We are we covering both theoretical as well as in practical session in the today's session. Okay. Just please have a look on this Elastic Beanstalk. Actually, it is a kind of a platform as a service. What do you mean by platform as a service? Means actually the Elastic Beanstalk is a purely developer tool. So whenever developer has developed some code, if he want to test the same code, generally what happen as an administrator, we need to create the infrastructure which needs to run that application code. Suppose if I do it on manually, it will create some time. It will occupy it some time, and at the same time, every time if I going to create the environment manually, it will take a lot of time, and it will maybe there is some kind of errors. Maybe there is a chance to miss something. But instead of doing that, what I will do by using the Elastic Beanstalk, whatever the things which are required to run the application, it will automatically created. So generally what it will provide the platform. Platform is nothing but whatever the prerequisites which are required to run the application code, all those things will be provided with the help of Elastic Beanstalk. So that's why we can generally call as Elastic Beanstalk is a developer tool. Generally it is used to test and run the code without depend on the underlying infrastructure. Means so we don't need to worry about the infrastructure to run the code. So everything will be taken care by the Elastic Beanstalk. Okay, and suppose it will provide the different types of platforms. So what the platforms it will be provided, everything we are going to discuss in the practical session. Either suppose it's a general small test purpose, so instead of doing that, as it is not the production purpose, suppose if it is for a test or development purpose, its single availability zone is enough. At the time, based on my requirement, I am going to create the resources in single availability zone. Suppose as it is need to test for the production purpose, at the time what I will do, I am going to create in the multi-AZ. So what happen, how it will behave in the production zone, in the similar way it will production in the multi-available zone, like that. Okay, just we can quickly jump into the practical session, then you will get a better understanding what the procedure we need to follow. Just I had logged into the AWS console, and I need to sign in this AWS console page. So I had directly logged into the console page. Here you just by using the universal search bar, you can search Elastic Beanstalk. So suppose if you see Elastic Beanstalk, how it will be appeared like that: run and manage web apps. Means if I want to run any web application, and at the same time if I want to manage any web application, I'm going to use this Elastic Beanstalk. Generally the Elastic Beanstalk is developer's tool. Okay, but anyway as an administrator you just need to aware about this Elastic Beanstalk. Suppose if any developer raises a ticket to create the platform for running their code, at the time what you will do, instead of doing it in manually, by using the Elastic Beanstalk, everything will be created automatically. Once the deployment has been done, means the testing has been done by the developer team, then automatically they will get back to you. So we are done with the work, you can delete. So instead of deleting manually every component, what you will do, simply by deleting the Elastic Beanstalk, everything will be deleted automatically. You don't need to take the risk. Okay, how it will be. Right now I don't have any application on environment. Generally application is used to create the application, to run the application, but for run the application what I have the requirement to create the, first of all I need to create the environment. In the environment only the application will be running. Okay, just click on the application. Do I have any application right now? No, I don't have any application right now. Generally what I will do, I'm going to create my application. uh, in this application what I will do, I'm going to create my Tomcat application. Otherwise my underscore Java underscore application. Okay, my underscore Java application. Description is optional. Either if you want, you can mention, otherwise you can ignore. Tax is also always optional. Suppose name and the value is my Java underscore application. Okay, create. So application has been created. Just please have a look. The my underscore Java underscore application has been created. Go to environments. Generally, why I had created Java application, because of generally Tomcat application server is used to run the Java based application. So that's why the application name is my naming convention. As per my requirement, I am going to set the application name. And right now did I have any environment to run my application? No. What I need to done? I need to create the environment. So just on create environment. So here, just please have a look on this. While I'm configuring environment, the things which I need to consider is, first one is the web server environment or worker environment. The web server environment is nothing but to run a website or web application or web API. API stands for application program interface, that serves HTTP request. Almost all kinds of web applications supported for, means which type of, by using which type of port we are going to access, by using HTTP and HTTPS. Okay, by using HTTP and HTTPS only we are going to access the web applications. Okay, and suppose if I want to run the application for a long running workloads, at the time I am going to create the worker environment. But in my scenario, what I will do, I am going to create the application. In that the application needs to run on the platform which I am going to use. So that's why I am going to create the web server environment. Okay, the application name is my Java underscore application as usual, and the environment name is my Java application. It will be generated automatically. Just whatever the name I have mentioned, by excluding the underscores, my Java application hyphen environment. It will be like that. And here the domain I need to mention, no, leave blank for auto generated value, means it will be auto generated. So once I had configured everything, this domain name will be automatically generated. Environment description, my Java underscore application. And the platform is a managed platform, means platforms published and maintained by the Amazon Elastic Beanstalk. Means if I select this option, generally what is the purpose of using this Elastic Beanstalk? To manage the platform. Means instead of I'm going to create the platform, by using the Elastic Beanstalk, I am going to create the platform automatically, which is required as per my requirement. Okay, just select the first option. And which platform? We have the different platforms available in the AWS Elastic Beanstalk. The first one is the .NET Core, the .NET Core on Linux, .NET on Windows Server, Docker. Suppose if I create the Docker, generally how we are going to run our Docker applications, we need to create one EC2 instance. In that EC2 instance, we need to deploy Docker container. In the Docker container, I need to deploy the Docker image. So I need to install the web application. So based on that Docker image and web server which I had installed on that Linux machine, it will serve the request. So everything I need to do manually. But instead of doing that, if I want to create this Docker environment, what it will do? Simply I can upload the Docker image and it will be running the application. So if I select like this, means the everything will be created by the Elastic Beanstalk only. Okay, go Google official language and Java platform and Node.js, PHP, Python, Ruby, Tomcat. So by using this Elastic Beanstalk, if my requirement falls under this platform, by using this Elastic Beanstalk, I will be able to create the required platform to run my application. Right now, for lab purpose, I am going to show the Tomcat application. Okay, and platform branch. And right now, I am going to use the Tomcat 9 with Corito 8 running on the 64-bit Amazon Linux 2. So that is your wish. If you want to use Tomcat 10 or Tomcat 9 with different Amazon Linux 23, you can use it. But right now, up to now, what I am using Amazon Linux 2, because of Amazon Linux 2023 having some bugs. Because of that reason, I'm going to use the Tomcat 9 with Corrigo 8 running on the 64-bit Amazon Linux 2. Okay, and you have only one option, the 4.5.1 is recommended, so that's why default it will be selected. And do I have any application code with me? No, I'm going to use a sample application. If I have the code with me right now, what I will do, upload Q code, the version label, And as the code is available on the local machine, that is, if suppose if the code is available on my laptop, at the time from my laptop I'm going to upload the file, means I'm going to upload the code. Suppose otherwise if my code is in the S3 bucket, I'm going to mention here the S3 bucket name. Accordingly, it will pull the code from the Amazon S3. Right now, I don't have any code in my local machine as well as in Amazon S3. So that's why I'm going to select the sample application. Okay, the presets. Presets means it's a prerequisites. Suppose if I select this single instance, automatically, so based on that requirement, the backend environment, the backend components will be generated. Okay, suppose if I take the single instance that is free eligible, so based on that things which I had selected right now, the components will be created accordingly. Right now I want to deploy my application with a highly availability, so that's why I'm going to select. Suppose if I made any modification to the prerequisites, means presets, because some presets has been set something, but instead of selecting the same thing, if I select another option, at the time automatically it will be shifted to the custom configuration. Here custom configuration, whatever the requirement I have, based on the requirement I am going to select the components. But if I select the above option, whatever the option which is available on the above, so it will have some preset configuration. So based on configuration, it will show the components which is available on that particular. Okay, just click on next. Okay, and here the service access. Here I am going to create. Okay, here I am going to create new service or use an existing service role. Here the service role is required. Suppose in my scenario, as I don't have any existing service role, so that's why what I will do, I am going to select create and use the new service role. What Elastic Beanstalk will do, it will create the new service role on behalf of Elastic Beanstalk, and the same will be used for this, for creating the platform. And EC2 keep it. Just I am going to duplicate this one for your sake of clarity. The first one is the practical which I am doing, and the remaining tabs for checking. Actually go to EC2 instance where we have the key pairs. Okay, right now I have some key pairs in my account. Just please check if still is there or not. I have 4 key pairs. I don't have any confirmation regarding these key pairs still exist in my laptop or not. So that's why I'm going to create one new pair. Elastic bean underscore key pair. Okay, elastic bean underscore key pair RSA, and I'm going to select the .pem file, because of if I created the .pem file, then only I will be able to convert the .pem file as into the .ppk file. Okay, I can use the key for multi-purpose. Just create the key will be created and it will be available in download folder. Okay, and at the same time just go here and refresh here, just elastic beanstalk key pair. Okay, by using this key pair the EC2 instances will be created. Okay, and here I need to create the EC2 instance profile, because of by default when I had created any EC2 instances, by using this IAM role it will be able to access my AWS resources. That may be S3 bucket, that may be load balancer, everything will be accessed by using this service role. So that's why what I am doing right now. Did I have any EC2 instance profile? No. EC2 instance profile is nothing but the IAM instance profile. So how it will be created? Up to now I didn't have any IAM instance profile. So that's why what I will do, just search how to create IAM instance profile. So what are the things which you don't understand, just you can simply type on the internet. There will be AWS documentation is there. So based on the documentation you can find everything. So here the create IAM instance profile for your Amazon EC2 instance console. If I want to create the profile by using the command line interface, I am going to select here. But right now what I in which way I need to create the IAM instance profile by using the console. So that's why I am going to select the second option. Okay, So everything will be generated here. Just sign into the console, the process, everything will be available here. As I know, just go to the IAM. Because of the policies, the roles, everything will be created in the IAM only. Users, roles, policies. Okay. Right now I am going to create one policy. Okay. The 119C is the default policies which has been provided by the AWS. Here I don't have any customized properties are available. Okay. And create policy. So create JSON. Click on JSON. Here just please have a look. Here I am going to follow the same document in the IAM navigate plan policies, create policy. Okay. Specify JSON. Okay. Remove the JSON code and paste the following code. Okay. I am going to copy the same and I am going to paste the same code. Okay. The code has been generated, means the code has been pasted. Just click on next. As I already selected the JSON, and click on next. And the policy name. So what is the policy name? So I can set as per my requirement. Suppose if you want to follow the same as usual how it is available in the AWS code, for your sake of clarity, I am going to use the policy name as code apply demo EC2 permissions. So just click here. Okay, description is optional. You can mention the same here. Okay, and I'm going to create the policy. So the policy has been created. Suppose if you want to check the same policy, just Control V and enter. And here the policy is customer managed policy. It has been generated. Okay. So once the policy has been created, what I need to do further? I need to create the role. So here role. So in the navigation flow, go to roles and create role. Use case is EC2 case. Okay. And roles, just create role. And the use case is EC2. Okay, the AWS service and the use case is EC2. Just click on next. I need to select the policy. So which policy I had created? So right now I have the policy which just have created right now. Just I'm going to search for the same policy. I need to check and click on next and the role name. So here I need to mention the role name. Suppose if you want to mention the role as per the AWS document, you can click here, copy, paste. Code apply demo EC2 instance profile. Okay, here allow EC2 instances to call AWS service on your behalf. Okay, and create role. The role will be created. So once the role has been created, what I will do, I just refresh the same. If I click here, the code apply demo EC2 profile instance has been generated. I am going to select the same. Okay, just click on next. And here I need to do the further configuration. So based on that, make okay the VPC. Here create custom. Suppose if you have any VPC with you right now, that's okay. Otherwise, if you want any customized, so right now I don't have any VPC available except default. So what I will do, I'm going to the VPC tab. Just go to the VPC tab. In VPC tab, I only have the right now. So VPC ID is DAA. This is the series is 172. This is the default VPC which I had in my account. So right now I am going to use the default account. Okay, means default VPC and public IP assign a public IP address to the Amazon EC2 instances in your environment. Activated means the public ICs will be assigned to my EC2 instances. Okay, and EC2 instances subnets. So in which availability zone? I'm just clicking all the availability zones. Suppose if I want to create only certain availability, so 1A, 1B, that's enough for me. So I'm going to select the only two availability zones, that is 1A and 1B. The database and same, the database also 1A, 1B. Okay, and Here the restore a snapshot is optional. If I want to restore an existing snapshot from a previously used database, no, it is optional as I don't have any such kind of requirement. I will leave it as usual. Just click on next. So root volume. What is the root volume? So I am going to use the general purpose SSD, and I'm going to use minimum it's 8 GB, but I just want to put it's 20 GB. 20. But what happened? Okay, I'm going to set as a 20 GB, and IOPS as it is not the provisioned I have, so that's why I don't need to provide any IOPS. It will be taking default, and AWS Cloud Monitoring Tool. So for every 5 minutes, otherwise every 1 minute. So for my application, as it is a critical application, I just want to make for every 1 minute. It is going to monitor and will poll everything. Suppose if any component or resource is in unhealthy state, it will trigger a alarm. So based on that alarm, we will go to the particular component and we will rectify that issue. Okay, and instance media services. Your environment platform supports both IMD SV1 and IMD SV2. To enforce both IMD to enforce IMD SV2, deactivate IMD SV1. So with the content, the environment is enables you IMD SV2. Okay, and security groups. So which kind of security I'm going to use? So I'm for that purpose, what I will do, I'm going to create one security group which will allow all traffic. So the security group right now I'm using is where is security group? Yes, here is the security group. I just need to create the one security group. Hello all traffic. But in real time, whatever the ports which you need to open as per our organization requirement, this you are going to open those ports only by using the security group. And all traffic, okay, and the add rule, all traffic from anywhere, okay. Yes, just to create the security group. Retry. So there is some kind of error is going on, so just please have a look on this, what error is going on. Create a security group. My hello all traffic, okay. I am going to create in the default VPC only. Yeah, here I just mentioned the outbound rules, but here I need to mention the inbound rules. Okay, all traffic and from anywhere. Okay, all traffic from anywhere is allowed. And here, fine. Just TCP allowed. All traffic will be allowed. Okay, create security group. The security group will be created. So what I will do, I am going to use the same security group which I had been generated right now. So just refresh the same yellow all traffic. Okay, fine. And auto scaling. Here we have single EC2 instance and load balancer. Suppose if I select the single EC2 instance, everything the options which I have available, everything will be disabled because of only single instance will be created. There is no auto scaling. Suppose when the auto scaling is required, suppose if I had tagged to the load balancer, then only the auto scaling has a requirement. So load balancing minimum is what and maximum is what. Suppose minimum is 2 instances and maximum is 6 instances. Okay, whenever there is a no load or minimum load, at least minimum 2 servers will be running at any point of time. Suppose if there is increase in load at the time, what will we do? It will increase the EC2 instances up to the 6. That will enough my requirement. Okay, and fleet composition. Here in Elastic Beanstalk, we have the one more option which is available. Suppose if I want to select only on-demand instances, I can be able to select. Otherwise, if I want to combine, because of the on-demand instance will be some little bit cost more. Suppose if I want to reduce my charges, what I will do, I'm going to combine the purchase options. Okay, so how many on-demand instances will be taken? Suppose the minimum number of on-demand instances will be 2 and 50%. So here what will happen, I will let you know. Suppose what the fleet composition has the combined purchase options and instances. Okay, and maximum spot price default and on demand. It on demand base means, so at a time the minimum number of on demand instances on your auto scaling group is minimum 2 on demand instances will be created at any point of time. And and coming to the rest of, actually, whenever there is a requirement of auto scaling, rest 4 more servers will be created now. But for those 4 servers, 50% 50% on demand and 50% spot instances will be created. Okay, and x86 64 it is recommended, and I am going to create the T2 small. Okay, and the AMID by default it will come. Okay, otherwise if I want to select any T2 micro is there, yes, as it is feature eligible. Otherwise you can select T2 micro, that will be enough. T2 micro, that will be enough for me. Okay, AMID and 360 seconds, and based on the metrics, actually if I set the auto scaling, when it will be triggered, some based on some parameters, whenever there is a requirement is there, so at that requirement, once the requirement come, then only it will be triggered. So based on that, I am going to use a CPU utilization. Suppose right now the 2 servers is running on my machine, the CPU utilization in the 2 servers, it has reached the maximum percent for the 1 minute. Breach is 3 minutes. It's 70%. So what is happening as per my requirement, whenever the CPU utilization of those 2 servers, okay, has reached the CPU utilization maximum of percentage 70% for 1 minute, it will be triggered alarm, and it will be continued for up to 3 minutes or 5 minutes, the amount of time threshold before triggering scaling operation. It will check after 1 minute, automatically the alarm will be triggered. So after still 5 minutes, the CPU utilization still 70%, then automatically it will initiate the increment of one EC2 instance. Okay, and the threshold capacity is, upper threshold is whenever it is 70%, lower threshold is I am going to maintain the 50%. Means it will, suppose if the 2 EC2 instances the capacity is 50%, less than 50%, then automatically the load will be decreased, then automatically it will comes as usual the 2 instances. Okay, it is a max, it is the minimum. And visibility public. Okay, and same the load balance I'm going to use 1A and 1B, because of my EC2 instance will be created in the 1A and 1B, so that's fine. And application load, I am going to use the application load balancer. If you want to use the network load balancer, you can use accordingly, and use a load balancer, the Elastic Beanstalk is extremely for this environment. Okay, and I'm going to a listener port on the 80 and default process 80 port, and everything I had done, and store logs will be I just enabled because of by using this standard Amazon S3 charge, because of whenever there is a issue in the environment, it will automatically create the logs. The logs will be created in the S3 bucket. Suppose if I want to troubleshoot, I'm logging into the S3 bucket. There I am getting the logs. So based on the logs, I will analyze which kind of issue is going on. So if I want to enable, I need to create the bucket. Right now, I just want to don't as it is lab purpose, so that's why I'm not enable this option. Okay, just click on next. So once you click on the next, so the last page will appear to you, the monitoring. So you want the health reporting, you want the basic plan or the enhanced plan. Suppose if you want the basic plan, you can check here. As this is lab purpose, I'm going to select the basic, okay, and the managed updates. So activate managed updates, everything Monday UTC means plus 5:30, okay, and that means in the midnight whatever the activities are there, it will be happened, and minor and patch update, okay, minor and patch update, okay, fine, and email. I'm just mentioned my email ID devtester928 at the rate gmail.com. So if any errors is there, it will trigger a mail notification to this email ID devtester928 at the gmail.com, and policy type rolling, okay, and deployment size batch size 30, okay, the rolling update everything I just normal, and the proxy server is nothing but the uh, Nginx or Apache. Either you can use anything. Suppose if I am using the Apache, and the Amazon Axe is the developer tool which is used to find the issues in the code and S3 log storage, everything. This is everything. If everything will be options available here. So based on the requirement, based on the usage case, based on the scenario case, you are going to select those particular things. Just click on next. So here there is a namespace elastic option, invalid option specification namespace AWS Elastic Beanstalk manage directions. Okay, where it is? I need to check where it is. Just remove everything. Remove. Just next. Invalid option. Namespace AWS Elastic Beanstalk manage dedications. Option name manage action enabled. So requires health reporting. Okay. So where it is AWS Beanstalk manage actions. Okay. Suppose if I select this option, is it duplicated? No. Monitoring. Okay. So where I had, okay, Nginx, okay, okay. Here I need to miss somewhere. I'm going to find out the same. Just next. So involved option specification namespace AWS Elastic Beanstalk managed action. Option name managed action enabled. So manage platform updates required enhanced health reporting. So here something I had managed, I just enabled. So where I had done, I'm going to select deactivated false. Okay, okay, deployment policy, okay, rolling, okay. So I just disable this option, okay, and enhance. So as I took for the basic only, that's enough. Just click on next. Just check whether it has been created or not. Okay, it will be created, and just please have a look. Go to the review. The environment is web server environment, and my application name is my Java application, and the environment it will become default, and the sample code I'm going to use. So as I don't have any code available with me, I'm going to create EC2 Elastic Bean K pair. So everything, whatever things which you had set right now up to now, those things will be available in the review section. Suppose if you want to do any modification, you can go to the personalization, just click on edit. Then there will be option to modify those things. Everything okay. Everything I had done already, so that's why I just click on submit. Once I had click on submit, what it will happen, Elastic Beanstalk is launching your environment. It will take some few minutes. It will take a few minutes to get it done. Once it has been, we will get a platform to run the code which has been provided by the developer. So in this way, so here what is the foremost advantage by using this Elastic Beanstalk means, so while I'm creating the platform, whatever the requirements required to create the platform, everything will be visible to me. I just need to configure as per my requirement. So once I had done, the platform will be created automatically. I simply upload my code and I can check whether it is the code is working or not, or is there any bugs. So once I had done my testing, everything, the application running status, everything will be fine. If I want to delete the environment, so instead of deleting manually, what I will do, I am going to just delete the Elastic Beanstalk, the environment. Once I had deleted the environment, everything will be deleted automatically. If you want to check, if you want to check what's action is going on, just please have a look. Info, created auto scaling policy, everything will be created. This will be this will take few minutes. And environments, go to environment. So just go to logs. There is no logs. And monitoring, alarms, as it is in the creation stage, so that's why most of the updates, most of the options it is not showing to me. And tags, there is no tags required. Just click on the events. So whatever the events which is going on, it will be displayed here. So you can observe waiting for EC2 instance to launch, and created auto scaling group named, this is the auto scaling group, and the creating auto scaling group policy named. So everything will be created. So created auto scaling policy named, and created CloudWatch alarm, because of with the help of the CloudWatch alarm only we can trigger the alarms whenever there is an issue happening in my environment. And the target group, what is the purpose of target group? Here the list of missions are there. So the target group will be attached to the load balancer. Okay, the security, created security group, and SNS notification, because of if I want to send any notification to the email, what I will do, by using the service called SNS, simple notification service only, I will be able to send the notifications to the subscribed email IDs, not to the all the email IDs. If I want to receive any notification through my mail, I need to subscribe. So only subscribed users will get a mail notification. Okay, creating environment is starting. It will take some time to get it started. Once it has been done, I will show to you how it has been created. So just go to the application and go to the environment. Health state is gray. So why it is still creating? Which type of environment I get? I am going to create the application is my Java application, and the platform is the Tomcat 9 with Corito 8 running on 64-bit. Okay, you just need to wait for some time until we get the output. So once we will get the output, I will show to you. So accordingly, I will close the section for right now. And here sometimes if the topic is bigger, then it will take some time to get the things are done. So you need to wait, because if we see output, then only we will get the conclusion now. So what's the process going on, everything. So it's in a green state. So the domain is, just copy link address and control V. Yes, successfully my application has been deployed by using the Tomcat. This is the default page which I'm getting by using the load balancer. If you restart, if you refresh, everything. So if I get the page, as I successfully deployed the web application server. So if I have the application code with me, I just need to upload here. I just need to upload here. So accordingly, if I have the new code with me, just click on change version, not the change version, upload and deploy. Suppose if I have the new code with me, I need to upload here. Accordingly, the web application page will be displayed here. Okay, this is the way by using the Elastic Beanstalk we are going to deploy the platform. So based on the platform, the developer will provide the code, so the code will be running on that particular platform. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you for joining the session. We will meet up in the next section. Thank you. Bye bye.